नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. Hare Krishna. Our discussion now is about what is faith. It is said that when logic and reasoning stops, that's where faith begins. Actually, we are mostly dependent on our gross material perception. We believe everything that we see by our eyes, what we hear. But it is said in the scriptures repeatedly that our senses are faulty. Just like if I were to calculate the size of the sun just by merely looking at it, it would not be possible. But according to me and according to my vision, the sun may look so small. So similarly, transcendence or God realization cannot be merely understood by our gross material senses. This kind of humility is required initially to approach God. Then how is actually faith acquired? If one were to question how is faith acquired? Faith is acquired through submissive oral reception from a bona fide source. This is what the Vedas say. One has to submissively approach a person who is realized in God knowledge, who is realized in God Tattva, Bhagavad Tattva. Such a person, if one hears from, then one actually gets realization of that knowledge, what he is speaking. So definitely our problem is we want God to come in front of us, and only then we will believe that God is there. So that is called the descending method. We want God to descend in front of us and then we'll start believing that He's there. But that's not how actually God is approached. God is approached through humility. It's very important that we first believe in God. We first have faith. Yes, there is God, and this is a certain process on how to attain Him. If we just have that kind of humility and we adopt this bona fide process of this chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and we take this process seriously by associating with the sadhus, with the devotees, then God can be revealed. Because God reveals Himself. He's not a matter of our, where is God? Please come. I want to talk to you. No, it's not like that. God is revealed by His own mercy. So it's very important that we take up to this process by associating with the sadhus, by hearing constantly from them, very submissively, very attentively. One will acquire faith. Faith in what? Faith that there is God. Faith that I am not this body, that I belong to God. This faith is extremely essential for one to take step to get out of this material world, from this cycle of birth and death. God is not cheap. We have to understand this clearly. God reserves the right of revealing Himself according to His desire. So then how can we know God? Yes, it's only through His mercy and the mercy of His devotees. If His devotees are merciful to us, they give us that faith that they have. By hearing constantly from the devotees, from the scriptures, we understand, yes, there is God, and this is the process on how to achieve it. It's very scientific. And it's of course beyond logic and reasoning, but faith is scientific. Once adopting the right process, one can achieve God without fail. Hare Krishna.